It's always great to be back in Belvedere House. The first time I came down here was I met Marion Keeney. I come down to we were planning the Everest Expedition. I was an expedition previous to that, and I wanted to know more, and she was the expert on Bury. And then we had the pleasure of being here for the launch of her book at that time, and it was terrific. And ever since, we've been trying to convince the County Council for a long time to try and make this into a proper museum for mountaineering, not just Irish mountaineering, but it would be a great place to be a repository of mountaineering historical stuff. Anyway, that's another day's work. I'm going to tell you about the funny thing. Alpinism really only became something at the end of the 18th century as a hobby, as a sport, as a pursuit, if you like. And so I'm going to first of all tell you about how that happened, and quickly, and then I'm going to. It's amazing that how important in that very first few years the Irish became within it. And I'm going to talk about 4 individuals. One of them from close by here, Anthony Adams Reilly. We have John Ball from Dublin. And we have John Tyndall from Loughlin Bridge in Carlow. And we have Charles Barrington from Wicklow, Fossorow, on the way, just as you leave Dublin going towards Kilmechanic, you see Fossorow. Somebody told me, I think Mark's wife people are from down that country, yeah, okay. So, I suppose a good place to start, the highest mountain in the Alps is Mont Blanc, and a local doctor took a great interest in trying to climb it, so he linked up with a local hunter, a guy who was used to going up into the Alps, hunting chamois and whatever, and between the two of them they got to the top of Mont Blanc in the 8th of August 1786, and if you're in Chamonix, in the central square, you'll see this plaque to Dr. Balmain. And then this is the view you get of Mont Blanc from Chamonix. And you notice this glacier coming down here. I have a pointer. Sorry. You notice this glacier coming down. That's called a Bossons glacier. And I took this picture back around 1986 or something like that. And if you went back to Chamonix now at the moment, I think you can't, the glacier is gone because global warming, all the glaciers are receding. And that's how, in that short time, but that's you're looking at the summit of Mont Blanc, and then there's all the Bionnasse and all these. So anyway, they found a route up to the top. And then a professor from Geneva, from the University of Geneva, he was very interested in their ascent, and he took a very scientific perspective on it. He was interested in the geology and all of that, and he made the second ascent of it in 1787. And again, there's this wonderful statue to him in Chamonix. And then you'd be interested to know the first Irish person to climb was Mr. Richards. All I know about Mr. Richards of County Wexford with the guide Jean Payot. If you go into Chamonix at the moment, you'll see a lot of the shops are Payot. It's a local, like Murphy in Cork. Payot is a name you'll find there all over the place. Anyway, one of the things that made alpinism, or what got the public's mind going, this guy, Dr. James Forbes from Scotland, he conducted a study of the Mer de Glace in Chamonix. The Mer de Glace is right underneath. It's a huge glacier that comes down from Mont Blanc around the back and cuts around in front. It's the most beautiful glacier. It's the biggest glacier in the Alps, and he went and did a study of this in 1842, and then he wrote a book called Travels Through the Alps the High Alps of Savoy, and his big discoveries was basically glaciers. They move slowly, they move by day and night, they're constantly moving. and also that the middle, there's friction at the sides of a glacier, so the centre flows quicker, etc. They were the big fun. But he wrote a whole theory about how glaciers move and how they originate, how they start, all of that. Now, if you want to know any more,